I'm on the lean, on the drink, on the lean, on the drink, yeah, I'm the same, I'm the cool, yeah, I'm the spin, what you gon' do, yeah, I get that money, yeah, I get it in the side, smoke on side, smoke that motherfucker, hop on the private, ain't even pay me the private, for your bitch. She said all her private, I ain't that night, yeah, I ain't it in this side, smoke on side, smoke that motherfucker, hop on the private, ain't even pay me the private, for your bitch, she said all her private, yeah, yeah, Molly my beat, Molly my beat, yeah, Molly my beat, Molly my beat, Molly my beat, Molly my beat. Molly my beat, I'm in that league. Molly my beat, I rock it, Shanice. Molly my beat, Molly my beat, Molly my beat.
Goodness gracious! We're coming back. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing absolutely fantastic, and if you're not, maybe I can brighten your spirit. Maybe I can make it live it up, because it's getting hot in Planet Crafter. It's getting crazy out there today. It's something else. We're getting very close to the oxygen. I'm thinking let's go back to the 80s with a little synth, wave, chill, relax, mix special. Oh yeah, let's do it up. And today, you know what? We're going to be moving on to some new things, I think. We're definitely going to be getting to our next session. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be absolutely fantastic to see what oxygen is like. This whole time I've been running around not being able to breathe, and we're almost at the ability to be able to breathe. We're almost there. I cannot wait. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be awesome, and it's happening today. And guess what? Guess what? You're part of it. You guys are absolutely glorious. I also want to take another moment today just to talk about holy crack-ola. Holy crack-ola. The analytics are off the charts. I just want to talk about a little bit about you guys right now, just for a few seconds. Just for a few seconds, because I want to just appreciate everybody. I've been checking out a little bit of the analytics and what you guys have been watching and stuff like that, which is really fantastic. It really is. But it's just nuts. I mean, this content that you guys did was unbelievable. Almost 1,000 views in just the last 20 days with 156 hours of watch time. You guys are literally blowing it up right now, which means you're staying tuned, you continue to watch, and I have to tell you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are absolutely fantastic. So without further ado, let's jump back into this wonderful game, and we'll see just where we gonna get. I'm just so pumped. I don't even know what's gonna happen, but I know that oxygen is not too far. We're almost there. Let's do it. All right, loading. Back in. By the way, speaking of, I don't know where you guys are, but it is hot as Hades outside today. Holy moly, heat advisory, excessive heat advisories everywhere. It's like, what the flipper crapper is going on? Unbelievable. Just craziness. Okay, so this time what we're gonna basically have to do is get ourselves a little bit of aluminum. Right off the bat, I'm gonna get rid of this tree bark because we don't need that on us. Fertilizer, we're gonna stick those in there. And then just get a little bit of water here. The tank's going. Okay, just perfect. I'll do a run of tanks real quick here. Grab this other one. Perfect. Okay, and then down here, got a full stack now. Full stack of water. That's what I'm talking about. This music's bumping. I kind of like this quite a bit. It's a little bit louder, though, than we usually have it. So let's just bring that just down just a tad. Okay, feeling rad. Down to 0.6, guys. 0.6 on the Richter. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's put these in here. And then basically what we want to do right away is get this iridium rod going. We've got the super alloy right here. And then what we're doing is just 3 things of osmium, which is right here. And then just run off and let's go do it. Hopefully when we're out there, we'll pick up the sulfur. And then we've also got the alloy. And I don't know if we can do it all in one trip. Let's just see. It would be really difficult, but it might be a possibility. I don't know. It would be crafty and crazy. We could die. We could die. But I kind of want to try it. I kind of do. But it would be a possibility. What the heck? You know, you got to take some risk in life. You got to get out there. You got to have fun. Right, so we've got this area right here. I was thinking about, you know what I could do? I could put it right here. Right here. Just come up, boom, chicky-chang, blang blang, just like that. That knocked us out of the power. We finally have done it. We finally figured out how to knock the power out. After being how many streams up, it's finally happened. Holy buckets. I never thought I would see the day where that would happen. But with 0.6, I mean, you know, with that much oxygen flying around, it really is kind of slow, isn't it? You can see that it's getting more and more plentiful out here. But I think when we can get there, get the alloys, we can get back beforehand. This is a good test, too, to see what's capable with this sort of filter, air filter, and the distance. And I think now knowing I can go this far and be okay, that's a good feeling. Let's take all of these out. And I've continued to stack up the titanium because nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about it. Everybody's really unhappy with it. Here we are, just taking off the water, looking so surreal. Now there's not much plants, but every now and then I think I see like some sort of insect. Well, see, like right there. Is that insects? Or what is that? I don't know what I'm seeing. Who knows? Who flippin' knows? Whatever. We're back on. So hopefully you're having a fantastic day. One that is beloved and grand. So let's go on out here. And I think I'll go through this area because I figured out this is way faster. Wow, that is so crazy how much you can do in that amount of time. I would have never thought that. But as we need more and more iridium, it's going to become apparent to build this iridium mine. At this point, though, we need to be able to build another fusion reactor. And from this part out, we should just be building fusion reactors. They take up a lot less space. Of course, though, the uranium is nice, but fusion's where it's at, baby. Fusion is where it's at. And of course, this osmium thing we could have moved. But I like it that we have, you know, each one we're building on instead of tearing them down. It's the way to go, I feel. Okay, so we didn't even get close. We didn't even get close to. Oh, the bee larvae. I must have put that in there when I thought I needed it way back then. Oh my gosh, we just find it now. Is there just 4 of these? One. Looks like it. Just 4? I thought I built more of them. Oh, come on. Can I flip? Oh, there's another one. Okay, so it's 5. Yeah. This will be 6. I have in my hand. And for that, for the nice little beehive, It's just fertilizer and bioplastic, which shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Fertilizer and a little bioplastic, and we got ourselves a wonderful little beehive. All right. And this area is getting crazy. Really crazy. I feel like I should just put them in a line, really. Can I do that? Just put them in a line? So that when I'm picking it up, it's easier. And yeah, I like that idea better. So I'll just put it like right here, maybe? I don't suppose we can put them up here, can we? Be able to do that? No. It has to be on the ground. So if it has to be on the ground, yeah, we should just build it. Yeah, maybe just in a row. I don't know. Okay, so there's that. Grab another one. Start moving them over here, just so I can grab them all right in a row. That's the way. That's the way the pros did it. That's the way the pros did it. Be easy access for honey. Also, I can keep an idea of how many I have. There should be 5. And there's 6 right there. All right. Now we got tons of bees. Wowza. Of course, it's not really, it doesn't look as lively, does it? Because now it's over here. I don't know, they're going, I guess. It's just that now it's kind of more off to the side. It is what it is. Now this thing up here, this was that wonderful golden seed, and we should get those out and really spreading the oxygen because they promoted it hugely. I think that that would be a great idea. So for those wonderful ones that we can use on up, we can keep building and see what they produce. If I come on over to, not my veg tube, I want to do my wonderful flower spreader, which is a flower spreader T2, and that just is going to be awesome. We can easily put those in there. And that'll do 325, so it's not amazing, but it could be pretty beneficial. So let's do those. Let's get those going. So fertilizer, I'm going to stack up 4 of them, and then 4 of them it's going to be, and then it needs 4 water bottles. And how many alloys am I needing? I'm needing 4. Okay, so 4. Put these back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I've got that locked and loaded, and then just 4 of these. Right. We got a few more flower spreaders going, and then I think I have enough golden seeds in here that we should be good for a while. So golden, what is it called? Golden seed, yeah. There's 2 of them right there. They're such good plants. And the oxygen multiplier is 600%. So I think if we put these now in it, this should really jumpstart it. Let's hope. Let's hope. I'd like to get that. I'll get the golden seed in there. And really just start to really spread these flowers around. And let's see, where is that other one? There it is. Oh goodness, I actually clicked out. All right, so there is that. We'll put another one right there. And this should really get us going here. Yeah, there we are. Should really start to see now lots of flowers in this area. My grandma would be happy. She would be happy. And how many of those golden seeds do we have? Because we could go to town on those. We don't really have that many more. No. Those were it. Okay, well that's good to know. Let's do some high quality food because we always seem to go out. It's just beans here. So beans, we'll do one of these ones and we'll get that going. So some wonderful high quality food, and I'm going to continue to high pile that right now. So let's just do 4 of those more. 4 of those babies. Get us with good high quality food because we deserve it. We're a growing boy. There we go. Let's put those in there. Okay. I think the next big thing I always needed was eggplant. Of course, eggplant looks to be good now. Squash is good as well. It's starting to work on these T2s, which are going to be methane cartridges, and that could be prevalent. Now, not a lot of things are taking that. Let's go back inside for a minute. The big thing that we keep forgetting is we don't have any power. So we need to get the power back on, and it's just this pulsar quartz. That could be a problem. That could be if I don't have enough. It's been a while since I've looked, but it looks like we're fine. How many did we need of those? Oh, just 5. Really? Okay, well, let's just do 2. So there's, all right, we've got enough for 2 more fusions. And then with that fusion, we need 8 of the alloys, which we just brought back, I think. So 1, 2, there we go, there's 5. That's just perfect. Okay, yeah, we'll be good in no time. No worries, guys. We'll start doing these ones up right here. Perfect. So that 2 of those fusion things should put us back on the board. There, it sets us a little bit apart. But what's crazy is that those nuclear fusion generators, even though they're doing more than twice as much of all the nuclear reactor T2s, it's just crazy. I mean, it's nuts. Those 4 things are doing double what these things are. Crazy. Wow. It's taken so much now. But now, we should start to have really good plant life going. Let's grab this, the water here. Take a little drink there. And H2O now is starting to creep. It's starting to creep a little bit at a time and stuff like that. And I don't think the flower spreaders are a bad idea. Those seem like good ideas to build and stuff. And they don't take that much either. They take about 39.8, but we could get quite a few of those going if we can get the alloys. That's going to be the major thing here is to get those alloys back and functioning here. And I think the aluminum is going to be the real problem. All right, so zeolite, we'll get that there. And then iron, we'll put there. Good old magnesium and wonderful silicone and cobalt. And I think where our problem lies is over here. Yep. The aluminum is not good. So I'm going to run out here real quick. I'm going to grab it, see how much we can grab from there. Come on, rotate around and continue. But we do need to kind of find a place where we could get more. We could pillage a little bit, but to be honest, there's just not a lot of good options anymore that I know of. I'm sure that there's people that have found certain things. We could check on that cave as well to see where the melting process is really heating up now. So I'm feeling good about it. I feel good about it. Okay, let's see here. So that's what I got from aluminum, and I need iron. Let's just take it all. Of course, we need a lot of stuff. We're going to get rid of those things. Take all of that. And again, rotate it. It's crazy that these things are supposed to be giving me aluminum. They're not giving me aluminum. No, they're giving me everything else but aluminum. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious, you know? But we're almost at 20 GTI. Feels fantastic. It's really growing now. Really starting to increase. Got tons of trees, the terraformation, and I think doing this whole area around it is the way to do it. The water level, I don't think, is coming up too much more. I can't tell really, though. I think in other places it's starting to fill in. Everything around here is pretty well melted. All right, we're heading up here. Okay, here we are. Suck in the air. 50%. So right there, we're halfway. So let's continue to increase. What we need to work on is just basically producing more and more biodomes. That's really the gist. More and more biodomes. Because they do the most. I mean, they really do. Their capability of 1450 is just incredible. Really incredible. Now, of course, the flower spreader does a 325, and with one of those golden seeds, we do 600, so we're looking at 925. But compared to the biodome, it's a no-brainer. It really is. It's a no-brainer. Let's put these in there. A little bit more of the silicone. And then let's grab the aluminum. Boom shakalaka. Gosh, I think more biodomes, and then hopefully we'll get up the alloys built up here. Get the alloy business going in hardcore, because it's needed in so many things. Let's run back out again here. Grabbing everything that we can possibly need. And I think osmium, I've kept it maxed at what it needs to be for whenever I need to grab some. Yep, it's got a full container there, which is great. The sulfur should be out here, which does take, biodome takes one of those, so it's nice to keep up with that. More of these. More of the cobalt, magnesiums, those, the irons, and I guess I'll take a cobalt. I can't wait for the teleporter, though. Oh, look at that. We passed 20. Nice. Oh, that feels so great to finally be up there. Alex B says, out of curiosity, have you managed to figure out what the fusion thing was in the crashed ship above your base? It needed an item to be inserted into the core, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I have not figured it out, but I have a good idea of what I think it is. I'm guessing that it needs some sort of fusion power, and I'm guessing that it probably is going to need... Let me see here. I think it's a fusion energy cell, which we would unlock at 45 GTI. So we're still a ways away from that. And that's what I think I need to make. That's what we need to stick it into. It even has the same kind of shape. So I think that's it, but I'm not for certain. Our oxygen is increasing quite well. We are still, even after all of the biodomes, still pretty far. This ore extractor T3 would make it really easy. And then we're working to try to increase our iridium and our aluminum, because our aluminum is the major downfall now of making these things, which is crazy to think that that's what's holding us back. But that's holding us back hugely. And believe it or not, we can't get enough iron. Which is another crazy thing. Sulfur now is really good. I think I should just build another one. Let's see here. Take that much iron. Oh, that's, yeah. Goodness gracious. I always think I have more iron, but I don't. I'm gonna run out here. We'll start building this. I've been trying to cut down on how much I need of it. And just build the essentials to connect here. Just connecting what I need. This is how I get around the outside. It's scary, but it's enough just to bump out here. There we go. And then this one, we can further expand. And I'm thinking at this very point, oh, more uncommons. Cool. Let's keep pushing it, guys. We're doing really, really good. We just need to increase the biodome presence. And I do think that they're finally having an effect. Because we're down to 0.6, so something is working. Something is working indeed. What is that one again? 2 bacteria, 2 fertilizer. And then sulfur, and then 1 alloy. There we go. Our biodomes are getting crazy. I never thought I'd be building this many of them. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I built one. And then I was like, oh, this is cool. I built another one. Now it's like, okay, I built another one. There's another one. Okay, so then I'll fill in the cracks as soon as I'm able to find more iron, which has been a pain. Goodness me. These T2s up here, I thought, oh, they'll bring in tons of iron. Let's see how much iron they actually have. Okay, so let's see what it had. It had 1. Oh, 1. Okay, that's wonderful. This one had none. This one had none. Who would have thought we would be running out of iron? Not me. Nope. Nope. I wouldn't have thought that. Not in a million years. So I'm gonna put that one back. Actually, I need to build another group because we need to further expand this, or we're just not gonna be able to get ahead. Let's put back fertilizer, and fertilizer can go in the overflow. I don't think I have anything in here yet. That's maxed. It's crazy. And then we'll keep the super alloys going. Those ones we can never have enough. I think the biodomes only need 1. So I'll put all of them back except for 1. And 1 sulfur. And that we'll have the bacteria, I think. At this point, those iron mines are just laughing at you. They pretty much are. I mean, it just is the way that it is. Like, seriously, who would have thought that iron would be the thing that you run out of? I feel like the game does it on purpose. It's not very funny. It's just not funny, but it is. All right, so let's build this one out. We can do this. It's not going to look that pretty because it's hanging off. And I'll fill the stuff back in here. Just building out the essential frame of it. Nothing fancy. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Okay, that one's freaky. Freaky of falling off. Biodome galore. I mean, just look at this. Jeez. Half the planet's gonna be a biodome. Breathable air is starting to creep a little bit. I mean, over here it's kind of such and such. It's nothing too grand for how much biodomes I put down. I mean, I almost feel like they're not even stacking correctly, because if each one of them is 1450 and it generates tree bark, I mean, you would think that it would be able to make it by now. I don't know. We could do more flower spreaders too. We could try those. See if they have a better effect. Again, those are going to be 2 fertilizers. So let's just do 4. Don't you have to place something in them? In the biodomes? You just get tree bark out of them. Yeah, that's what you get. It produces the tree bark. It's kind of nice. I have so much tree bark now, I never have to worry. Yeah, and these ones, it just produces just tree bark. You just keep getting that from it. Or that's what I know of so far. So, that's what I know. Yeah. This one just produces that. A long time ago, I put some butterflies in them. Because I was like, well, maybe the butterflies can fly around in it. It didn't work. But it was a cool thought. I thought it was fun. I'm gonna grab a few foods. There we go. Got so much food right now. Okay, so we're back over to here. And what we're basically doing again is the flowers. So 4 of each of those. So 4 of the super alloys. Okay, 4 of the water bottle. We're doing 2 at a time now. We've upped our game. Okay, we've upped our game. We're doing it full style. And so then there's this one, there's that, there's this. The 400 percenters are going to be the next big boys, I think, in town. Wasn't there 450s? No 450s. No. The Tuskas. Tuskas are the big boys in town. Yep, that's where all the love is for the Tuska. And these aren't supposed to be in there. Everybody knows that the tree bark is supposed to be outside, but somebody put it inside. Did you do it, Alex? Huh? It's not nice to put it inside. Okay, so up here, I'm getting tons of these things. I'm trying to get this whole area to kind of look nice, look a little bit nicer, you know? Why is this not clicking? There it is. Click another one right there. Put another one of those in there. So now these are going. They should start producing. And then we could just get tons and tons of grass going everywhere. That's another thing that we could do. But right now, with what we have, the flower spreaders appear to be the easiest. The leprechaun did it. Where the heck has he been? Because I've been doing all this work by myself. He could at least do something. You know what I'm saying? What the? Jack is raiding with a party of 2. Well, holy macaroni. Thank you so much, Jack. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. We're trying to increase our oxygen, which has been increasingly difficult. It just doesn't move. I want it to move. You know what I'm saying? Move. But no, it's not moving. Not moving at all. Huh? Who's that? Goodness gracious. The Dr. Monkey now is in here. Well, holy smokes. Welcome, Dr. Monkey. Maybe you can be my doctor to my planet and get it back to working better. Jack says starting to feel sick from the heat, so end it. Oh my goodness, yeah, talk about the heat today. It is crazy. It really is. Good to see you, Dr. Monkey. I don't think I've seen you in here before, so welcome to the channel. Yeah, the heat is crazy today. Everywhere. Got heat advisories, excessive heat advisories. I saw one advisory, it just said melted. Yeah, that's how bad it's getting. Oh man. Put this in here. And magnesium. 104F? Oh my god. That's when Dr. Monkey prescribes ice cream to everybody. Tree spreader T2. Okay, let's go make one of those. Let's see here. For a T2er, she's going to take a little bit of that fertilizer T2. Now, we should be in good company because we have been building that up. And so, methane, looks like we need quite a bit of. I'm going to go upstairs, grab that. So for every methane, I need 1 fertilizer. So let's see what we've got here. That's what we got here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things of fertilizer. 5 of it. Now, of course, we can produce these, but we've got to also produce the seeds, which we haven't done that yet, but we will. So let's put these down. Dr. Monkey said was also here today. We had 108 Fahrenheit in the afternoon. That's not even a funny joke. That's not funny. That sounds like death. That's what it sounds like. T2 bags. And then just algae and squash. Okay. So let's see here. 4 things of algae. And a whole bunch of squash to go in here. Get that in there. I'm missing one of those, aren't I? Am I missing one? Yep, I'm missing 1 algae. Get over here, algae. Go to your home. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Okay, so we got those lined up now. Next order of business is the zeolite, which should be easy because we have been stockpiling that every time we see it. So there's no problem there. So we're going to match each one of those. So we've got that. And then we're going to need 5 things of the tree bark, which we've also been maximizing with our 1,000,000 biodomes. I mean, look at this. This is getting ridiculous. Just the biodomes just go on forever. It's crazy. Okay, so this one, super alloy, 5 of those. And then we're gonna do, of course, the bacteria. So that should produce all of those. And then for the time being, I'm just gonna take out each one of the good seeds and just put them in here. We can do that, and then vice versa when we make it, but at least we'll get a little boost for the time being. Look at this thing, it's massive. Look at the height difference. This is much more well endowed. Wowza. Holy smokes. Big size difference there. Let's put this right about there. Holy moly. Oh, that's impressive. Okay. Let's grab here. We got the Hamilora. Let's put that in there. That one's our mega right now. So now that I've taken that out, the trees instantly go away. But this should make the trees twice as big, I would hope. Right? Maybe? Oh, I don't know. I'm not for certain. All right, let's do another one here. And then we'll also get, more seeds as we go. So right now these are just crappy seeds. But in the tree spreader T2, it's doing 1950. So suck it, biodomes, suck it. Look at how much better power we have now. I'm feeling much better about this oxygen. This one's got one of the, this one. Get the flip flopper out of here. Get him. Get it. Get it. There we go. Grow me some trees around this rock. So we've got each one of those now going. I'm gonna fly over here. And then Alex says, does it need to be put on water like tier 1? Seems it's only for land. Only for land? It could be. It's possible. It says insert tree seed to grow in trees. This one says place on the water surface. So I guess for a tree spreader T2, you don't need it. So that's interesting. Jack says down 14 cents today due to the fractional stock. Well, what the flip crapper? Call them up and tell them to give you your 14 cents back. But this is the big thing. It's always going to happen that way. Unfortunately. It's always going to be that way. And it's going to go up and down. The good thing is that you are strong-willed. You're going to hold on. And you're going to keep making cash. Today with my girl, I was just looking at something of if you invest daily. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, right? You're thinking, well, what does investing daily even mean? It's just small incremental amounts, but you're doing it every single day. Most people don't invest every day. Most people do it monthly. Some people do it quarterly. Some people might even do it frequently, like weekly. But when you do it daily, it produces a wonderful amount of interest every day. And so that's why I tell people, do it every day. The first year, you're not going to see much. Second year, you won't see that much. But on the third and fourth year, something crazy happens. You start to really incur, and that 0.014% you made interest each day starts to compound greatly after a couple years. And then in 7 years' time, you end up with like $15,000 or $20,000 more dollars than you would the other way, depending on how much you're putting in. But if you're putting in like $100 a day, it greatly changes. Jack says we're trying for bi-weekly like $10. Like $10. I mean, try to up it a little bit more. I mean, I'm sure that there's some things. Remember, a cup of coffee is literally half that. So try to keep upping it, work on your savings and what you're kind of doing, and just keep working on it and pushing more. At least you're putting something away. That's the big thing. Do I want to do more of this? Yeah, I do. Yeah, you know what? I do. I actually do want to do more of this. What did I need for that again? The alloy back. Let's grab the alloy back. We'll do these other ones. We'll switch these ones out too, and maybe I'll bring the trees up here. I could do that. I kind of want trees somewhere here. I want to see what it looks like all together. You know, because this is my glory right here. Let's go make a seed. Let's do it, people. Making a seed. Here we are. Okay. Just come on over here. So, Doctor, do you invest? Dr. Monkey, where is he? Have I lost the doctor? I know he was in here a minute ago. He's tried to escape. All right, so this is a Nulna. And the Nulna is gonna do what again? How much is that doing? The Nulna is 150. Plant Orima. Jack says it's like 1 a.m. for him. Oh my goodness. Jack, you know this guy? You know Doctor? My God, it's getting creepy in here. I'm freaking out. What's going on? Oh boy. Okay, there's one Orima. And then there's one Nulna. So those do. So we can do those up. Okay. So for this thing, of course, what is it? Mutagen and tree bark. Like always. Yeah, of course. So let's do 2 of those in there. And then the mutagens. I need a few of those. I brought him in from my stream. My goodness. Is he a hostage? No, I'm just kidding. Well, that's awesome. I really appreciate you bringing from the other group and stuff like that. It's nice to meet other people and stuff. It really, really is. I tell you. I get to meet new people every day right now, and it's getting kind of crazy because each day I'm seeing new people in here I've never seen before. It's weird to go months on end to never see anybody. It's just strange to me. Most of those. Methane's in there. Give me a mutagen. Come on. Mutagen me. I suppose I need bacteria, don't I? Son of a cracker. Okay, let's put a little bit of this in there. Oh, that's okay. All the time, my girlfriend, she wants me to think that, you know, she's not a hostage. No, I'm just kidding. She can leave whenever she wants. She likes coming here. I only lock the doors once a week. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, what happened? I came home from work, and I was like trying to get in the door, and I had been worried about my friend, and I couldn't get in my own door. I don't know if I told you guys this story. And here she was on noise-canceling headphones. Scared the living crackle out of me. I thought there was something wrong. I was banging on the door. Their neighbors were coming out. They're like, what the hell? What's going on? What's happening? Are you robbing the place? I said, no, I'm not robbing the place. My girlfriend's in there. So anyway, I was profiled, and I felt kind of bad for a little while, but then I just realized whatever. And so I went downstairs, and I went to across where there's a barber shop, because that was my landlord. I was trying to get a key. Well, they don't have a key. Blah, blah, this and that. And I said, well, I'm trying to get into my place. And they're like, well, why can't your girlfriend let you in there? And I said, well, she won't answer the door. So then people are thinking, oh, you know, there's problems at home or something like that. And it was really bad. You know, I didn't look so good now, did I? But I told him, I said, no, there was no spouse abuse anymore. No, I'm just kidding. There was no spouse abuse. I'm just trying to get into my place and somebody won't answer. So anyway, eventually my girlfriend finally came to the door and unlocked it. This is after I had my neighbor. She answered her door. You know what she answered? She answered the door with a bed sheet covering her. She was half naked. Trust me, that wasn't the way I wanted to meet my neighbor. Well, it's not how I wanted to meet my neighbor, but that was how I did. That's how it happened. Let's put another one over here. What the hell happened there? What the? Oh, we're one bacteria down. She at least a good-looking neighbor? Oh, Oh, goodness gracious. It doesn't matter if she was good looking or not. She was outside my age bracket, okay? I mean, I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody who's like 65 that question, because I'm not that age round. So maybe in the 65 age, maybe she's doing great. I don't know. There's not too many times I look at a 65-year-old and I'm like, wow, you know? It just, just not, okay? Just not really on my radar, because, but I guess when I get to be 65, then you'll have to ask me that question. Because I'm sure your taste changes with when you age, right? You get up to that age, and then once you become that age, you're looking at other people that age, and you're like, damn, she's looking fine for 60. I don't know how they talk. I just suppose that would happen. I think that's how it goes, right? I think that's how it goes. Does this take forever? Hello? Come on now. Take it forever. All right, let's look over here. Oxygen's at 61%. All right, I'm gonna get these trees out there, get them out there rocking and rolling. And then once we got them rocking and rolling, we'll hit another rocket, and that should shoot the ppm through the flipping PP roof. All right? Need a little water. Let's go down. Let's go down here. Flying! Oh, yeah. That's the way to do it. Oh, look at that. There's a little light coming through, I think, because of the stuff above it. Oh. My friends contacted me. What do you want, Justin? Uh-huh. He's out with his girl on a date. It's like, look at me! And then he does his whole Snapchat thing. It's like, oh God. Anyway, I commented on it. They're, you know, I'm happy for him. They're a good-looking couple together. All right, let's go out here. Does all these have stuff in it? Yeah, they do. They do. These trees I like. I like those trees. Those are nice looking. What is that? Oh, that's the Soleus. Ah, it's a new model there. See, this one did nothing. Yeah, I didn't care for that too much. Could have done better. All right, let's go back up here. Our seeds are almost done. So I'm gonna drink a little bit more. Drink like a dog. There you go. Feeling good, feeling grand. Let's get back up there. Get the seeds out here and get the trees rocking and rolling, because it's time, people, for oxygen to come a shoot. You have other friends than us? Well, yes, I do. I do have other friends than you. I hate to say it. I know. Don't nobody get jealous now, okay? It's bad enough with my girlfriend. But yes, I have other friends. Lots of time. My friends also talk about how I don't spend enough time hanging out with them, things like that, get out enough with them. But I'm very busy. You know, I have a lot of things going on. I'm working on side hustles, working on investments. I have this. I also have a full-time job. On top of that, I work on other things. And then, of course, you know, I have, you know, relationships take time. It's the audacity of it. The audacity of it, okay? I mean, I know you deserve all of my time. I should be here, okay? Please accept my humble apology. I'm sorry, right? I don't know what happened. Things, you know, I get construed and get wrapped around it. This is gonna need mutagen, isn't it? Oh, there's a bee larva in there. How long's that sucker been in there? Jesus, it's like a bologna sandwich when you leave it somewhere and then you find it like a week later. It's like, how long's this been here? Then sometimes you take a bite and you're like, it's been there a while. Okay, let's see here. Super alloy. Get that in there, and a bioplastic. There we go. More bees. I'm gonna do a full-on line. Give me honey. It's like Winnie the Pooh. My honey, I want it now. Absolutely delicious. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at all those bees. I don't really see any trees. What the heck is this? Have I been ripped off? Where the hell's my tree? 10%? What the heck is this 10%? This doesn't look like 10%. Hold on, let me get up here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's right there. All right, well, okay, all right. I'll relax a little bit. Gotta go back in here. I'm gonna get my honey in there. I've got a bunch of squash and I'm making high quality food. Does anybody want any? You guys want some of my squash honey mix? I'm telling you, it's some of the best around. It's delicious. Of course, it's not squash, is it? It's beans. Who would have thought honey and beans together? That is good. Baked beans. I mean, think about it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Uh-huh. Sitting around the campfire, sometimes it's kind of delicious. All right, there we go. I got that. Got myself some wonderful high qualityness. And now it's time to do what I always hate, which is run around and pick up everything like I'm a little Uber driver for my materials. Really appreciate Uber drivers. They go through a lot of crap to get me my footage. Teleporter 25 GTI. How close are we? Oh yeah, it's right up there in the top right hand corner. Can we go a little bit faster? All right. I need to build another one of these. T2. I could do one more tree. One more tree here. What is it? What did I say? It's bacteria and T2. All right. That one. Zeolite. Zeolite me. And an alloy, which we're probably getting low on again because we use them on everything. Never have enough alloy. Beans release methane, raises the global temperature. Good tactic. Gosh dang it, I like you, Alex. You're always one ahead of the ballpark. And then I think about something and I'm like, you're right. The more we fart, the more methane we produce, which creates heat. And that's exactly what we need right now. Everybody, fluctuate as much as possible. It's gonna be stinky, but it's gonna be worth it. So I've got these ones going. I need to make more of those. Because I've got all the ones over there that we need. That now, I don't know if they have seeds in them. I don't think they do, because we just moved those trees back. So we got 3, I think, that are empty. Let's go check quick. I think it's 3 empty, right? 3? Trace. Imagine the time when we start to be able to transport even faster, where you can just walk outside your house and instantly you're in the Hyperloop. I can't wait for it. It's gonna happen. We're all young. We're gonna see it happen. Just think of my great-grandparents. Wowza. I think just flying to the other side of the earth is insane. My great-great-grandparents. I was really little. I had a great-grandparent. And I was just one day talking. And she was talking about her mom. It's like from the 1900s. I'm like, 1900? Like, holy buckets. Oh, wowza. Okay, so we got 3 of those things to go here. And I don't really see... Do we have Tuska? Tuska? We got Nulna. We got 1 Tuska. And then I think we need to go to Nulna. So let's do 2 more mutagens, right? That's what we need for these. Everything needs mutagen. Yeah. That's what I thought. So, get none in there. Mutagen! Actually, I need 3. What did I run out of? What the crap? Bacteria? You son of a cracker. Methane. Oh, this one little thing of methane. I should have been emptying it all that time, but I was too busy paying attention to other things. Okay, there we go. Now I got another thing of... Okay, there's 3. There's 3. That's good. Okay. Go back to making alloy. Be good. Oh, actually, it tells me, I think... No, it doesn't. Why does the autocrafter not tell you what you're out of? Instead, I've got to go around and nitpick through all the things. I don't like that. So, people out there in the real world, developers, talking to you, please, could you please have it so that we could, you know, just not have to go around and look at what we ran out of? That would be wonderful. Unless I'm missing something, can somebody correct me? Am I missing something where there's the ability to be able to see it? Or is that just the case? Because that's what I'm feeling the case is. That's how it feels. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Okay, there's those. Let's come on back over here. We need to take the bee larvae, so we've got the goody gumdrops, and a little bit of the fertilizer. Unless we want to make more of that, which I think at this point the trees are much more worth it. They're much more worth it. Getting this big, huge stack going right here. Look at him. He needs something. Morning food level is low. Oh, go to Hades. Food level low. Get tons of food. This room proved that a double wide is the way to go. Oh yeah. Sometimes I like a little variety. Making tons of food. I guess we could do more squash. Fill up the leftover part that we were eating. Are we maxed on squash? We might be maxed on squash. Almost. Yeah, there we are. Okay, is these done yet? Hello? What's wrong with that? Oh, I didn't hit research. No! Oh, now I hate this thing. Go to Hades. Oh boy. Holy macaroni, look at that. What is that? What's flying? What was it? Oh, it's osmium. We don't need that. That's not what I'm looking for. No. What I really need, deep down in my gut, is I really need aluminum, and I, of course, need the iron. And the problem is that we are really low on iron, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's just the way it is. It's just the way the world is. It's actually faster at this point, I think, to harvest it. The base 5 and... What the heck? That thing just popped up in front of me, or am I crazy? It scared the living crap out of me. Alright. So where are you guys in your worlds? What's going on? What happened today? Come on. Don't be afraid to chit-chat and get in here and tell us about your lives. I don't have to say anything personal, but we got to make sure everybody's doing okay, because that's the number one thing. Don't be like my one friend, when things went wrong and then he decided to completely annex everybody that knew him. I was having a conversation today with somebody, and they... Oh! 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 Oh my God. We got a lot of trees, people. Oh yeah. Trees, baby! Thank goodness my girlfriend puts up with me. She's always so nice. That's the one thing. You gotta find somebody who's really good for you. Because if you're gonna build an empire, build investments, you've gotta have somebody you can trust financially with you. You gotta have somebody that really wants to do better. That's the best types of people to be in a relationship with. And I'm pretty picky. But I think that that's the best thing to go about. Find somebody. And then it doesn't matter the distance. Doesn't matter how far they live. Doesn't matter how difficult it gets. If they're really worth it, stick it out with them. Go through whatever you have to do, because finding really good people, I know that everybody's like, oh, there's tons of good people out there. There is. I'm saying there's not good people. But couples quality, you're only going to find, I think, a handful that really, really connect with you on all different levels. And those are the ones to really hold on to. People will say, oh, well, somebody doesn't have, let's say like they'll have everything, but they've got all the looks, they've got all this and that, but they're horrible, absolutely horrible at like money. And you got to take everything into account. You need to balance. Everything kind of needs a balance. You can have a major portion of one thing, not a major portion of another. I don't know. You guys in relationships? Alex? Huh? You in a relationship? Jack? You said you're married, I think. Jack should be giving us tips. He's married. If anybody should be giving us tips, it should be Jack. I always forget that some people are on YouTube and they can't see the people that are on Twitch. So when I talk to people, they're like, who the heck's that? I can't see that person. That's because I see both chats and they're concluded together. New blueprint received, teleporter! Oh my God, yes! Oh, Jesus! We're there! 25 GTI, suck it! Oh my goodness, we're going to the moon, people. We're going to the moon. Oh, and it feels good. It feels wonderful. Why did we pick aluminum up while we were down there? I have no idea. Okay, let's do this. Get a little oxygen in here. Let's look at the teleporter. Let's see how hard that sucker is. Alex B says, I'm done with women. You're done with 3.5 billion people? That seems like a lot of people to be done with. I mean, 3.5 billion is kind of a big number, don't you think, Alex? Why are you done with women? I mean, you must explain and tell us what's going on. What's happening? Oh my God, look at that. Look how difficult that one is. Oh, I don't like that at all. The pulsar quartz, man. I focus on myself for a while. You focus on yourself for a while? Is there a reason you're done with women? I mean, they kind of make up like, half of the population. Seems like kind of a big portion of people to try to avoid. It sounds also kind of impossible to avoid them because they seem to be everywhere. I know, because I have one in my house right now, and I tried to avoid her, and it just never works. She's always right there. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, let's put this in here. Now, why are you avoiding? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Here on Dr. Phil, we're going to be talking with Alex over why he decided to avoid half the population. Alex, you're on live TV. Could you please tell us how you've decided that half the population to avoid? What made you come to that conclusion? And are there other people in your organization movement? Please tell us. And you gotta be careful, because if Ali comes in here, she might get upset with that. She'd be like, why are you avoiding her? She probably likes, she wants people around. I'm guessing she's not blocking out half the group. Let's put this one right here. That looks really good. And that one's got trees. Okay, so now we got major trees. Hopefully each one of these areas really starts, increasing everything. And anybody else tell me how their relationship is going, and is it going as well as Alex's? I'm sorry here, Alex. Or maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing to focus on yourself. Alex says, it's not worth the time and hassle. I'm done for the moment, investing in someone, hoping they'll do the same for me. Okay, well, that's a fair point. That's definitely a fair point. Alex says, I'm not avoiding women, just relationships. Okay. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Putting a lot of time into people that feel like they're not putting the same amount of time into you. And it feels like it's not a good, it's a one-sided situation. I can understand that fully. That would be difficult and hard to deal with. And that would be something I want to deal with. And I wouldn't deal with it. I tell the person to take a hike. Because nobody, female, male, girlfriend, boyfriend, if they're not putting in the same amount of time that you're putting in, okay, to make it better, then they gotta go, okay? You go get that suitcase, you give it to them, and you say, hasta la vista, all right? This isn't working for me, and it obviously isn't working for you. And then you just send them on their merry way. The life is too short to waste it on people that are not deserving. I'll put this in perspective. Okay, I'll go a little deep here. Let's do it. So my mom wanted me to have a relationship with my dad, right? My dad never been around, literally avoided me for the last, over a decade. Here's the whole thing. I didn't avoid him. I wanted to be around my dad all the time. My dad just didn't want to be around us, his children. That's just the way it is. And you can spend all your time in the world trying to be around people that don't want to be around you. And it can really mess with you because you're like, well, I don't get why these people don't want to be around me. There's nothing wrong with you. Problem is there's something wrong with them. They're the problem. And there's nothing you're going to do to be able to convince them to be around you if they don't want to be around. And that same thing goes with relationships. You can't convince somebody to want to be around you. It's just like what that friend who always talks about wanting to hang out with you, but never hangs out with you. He doesn't really want to hang out with you. Let's all be honest. Or her. It's just not true. It's not true. They always, well, I got this thing and I got that thing and I got to get this done. It's a bunch of bogus. They just don't want to make the time. And Alex says, I'm at the age where I value peace the most. Well, that's true. But also, take in note that just because you've had some bad experiences, don't label all one gender bad, right? Just because I have a bad experience with a few women doesn't mean I should label all women that way. And the same thing goes with women. Just because they have a few bad experiences with men, or a lot of different men, doesn't mean every man's that way. Or every woman's that way. You don't want to generalize. And generalize is really bad, right? Unless there's a statistic. If there's a statistic, then you can be like, yeah, People said, Wisconsin people like cheese. Statistically, they're right. They can make that generalization. Wisconsin people, they call themselves cheeseheads, for Jesus Christ and Island. You know what I'm saying? They like cheese. Does everybody like cheese? No. But that's a generalization that's worth making. Let's put these over here. Okay. Off to the next thing. My bug should be done now. Oh, no, I did make the bug. What did I need again for that? Another thing of fertilizer. Let's grab that. Man, just constantly building these things right now. And they're all supposed to be helping majorly, but pain in the booty. Yeah, I think that you should have some peace, figure out how to be comfortable, but also find somebody. I am in the belief, I guess, that everybody, I think, systematically will do better with having a companionship. I think that there is something great about companionship that people should have. Now I know there's gonna be somebody out there. Well, my friend, her sister's in-laws, twice removed brother's fiance's sister, lives with 6 cats, and she's totally happy. And I'm not gonna say that there's not those people out there, and there's people that don't like anybody either. I mean, I work with this one woman where she really just doesn't like people, and I can't imagine that. There are people out there. But I do think that most people like companionship. Having that person where you can talk about private things with that you don't talk to anybody else about, just your spouse, your partner. Being able to have that real central thing. And that, I think, is really important. I really do. Because it also makes you more vulnerable. And, some people say that, like, love is like a weakness. Love is really a strength because you're allowing your vulnerability to come out. You really are. With just that person, nobody else. Just them. That's difficult to do, right? I mean, it's difficult to be like, I'm just totally gonna bring all my walls down and not put any defense up and fully trust this person. And some people would call that stupid. But also, you have to be pretty courageous to be able to do that, have that vulnerability. I mean, a person who's not courageous will not be able to open themselves up like that. So they'll say, oh, it's not worth it. They fear the negativity of what might happen. Alex says, I don't generalize. I changed my career, and honestly, I don't have the time or the patience to deal with anyone who is hard to put up with. That's a great line. It's true. If they're hard to put up with, just like Alex said, and they're not worth the time, they're not worth it. Don't put up the time. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Definitely not worth it. But if they are worth the time, like if they make really good food. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get hit later. If they're definitely worth the time, and they provide something more than just that, but that ability, that emotional support, I mean, that's genuine. That really, that people do, I think, need. So Alex says, I do agree with having someone close is always better than being alone, but as long as it's not the right one, it's not worth it. I'd rather be alone than happy, but take it. Yes. I think Alex has got really the nice thing. Not writing people off. You've probably met them. There's those people where they totally write off everybody, and they're totally done. They believe that all of society is bad, either one gender or both genders, Jesus, all bad. I think everybody's bad, everybody's got out to get them, nobody's good, there's no good people in real life, everybody's bad, life's over, and then you die. This is too close to home, because I have somebody like that I was just talking to this morning, and I was like, what are you gonna do this weekend? Nothing. This is my life. I just wake up, I clean, I do that, and that's it. And there's just no enjoyment left in her voice, and I feel so bad for this person. But they're done. They've just ridden it off, and they're like, blah, blah. I guess in the next life, I'll be able to have something. It's like, what? The next life? Like, are you for real? You've given up to the point where you're waiting until you get to the next life to be able to be happy? That just seems absolutely asinine to me. And I don't believe in it. I just don't believe in it. I think that there are good people. There are a lot of bad people, but there are good people. Alex says, I'd rather be alone than happy, but taken. Okay, that's the same thing I think you wrote. Anyway, that's my whole spiel. Find good people out there. Good people, like, you'll find them. Holy crap! They're attacking my baskets. That is my box, little larvae. What do you think you're doing, huh? That's what I think about that. Okay, anyway, back to what I was talking about. So you'll find good people out there. Keep pushing. That's the biggest thing. Keep pushing, don't give up. Give up on finding good people. Got to take a little break for a while, that's all right. Everybody's got to take a break from people. But don't get to the point where you're dead to the world and nothing is good and whatever. There we go, throwing those in there. Okay. I really need is something that just helps me out. You know, what does the recycler do? Where the heck is that thing? Let's see here. Where is it? The recycler. This is a recycling machine. Breaks down obviously into their core components. See, I don't need that. I just need to get shred. Destroys objects placed inside. That's what we needed. That's what we need. We need something like that so we don't have to keep dropping stuff everywhere. I wonder what that... Does that produce anything? No, it just takes energy. It might be worth it just to get rid of some stuff. Alright, well, I like all my trees. No way! Butterfly farm! Wow, I'm getting excited. Yes! Butterfly farms! Alright, other people in chat. What do you think? Where are you at in life? Do you got good friends? Do you not have good friends? How do you feel? You know, do you feel more invited into this community? Do you feel like every community you're in, you're not invited? How do you feel? I want to hear from you. Put it in the comments section. Tell me, how are you today? Don't be afraid to talk. If you want to just lurk, that's okay. But I like it when people say hi and everything. Or you can be undercover like Jack. I don't know where he went. He was here and he's gone. He's kind of like Batman. That's how I feel. Titanium I think is getting to the point we can now start to pull from overflow. There we go. Start maximizing here. Maximizing. Oh yeah. There we go. Titanium, I was freaking out there. Now we got 2 max. Quantities. Let's see here. Magnesium. That one's still maximizing. Those are good. So overflow is kind of breaching back down now. Those all out. I guess take out everything. Reorganize to the fullness. There. I emptied each one of those. I feel good about myself. I almost want to start doing 3 containers, but we've ran out of room here unless we want to move it to somewhere else. I don't know, guys. What was it that caused... well, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but I always like to know people's story. I like to know how, what people happened, what sort of thing made them feel a certain way. Because I always wonder what it is. The human race should be a really lovable one. Should be. I wish it was. All lovable. There is something about, like, the reason why... I don't know. I've kind of been fighting from the dawn of time with things. It's always got me kind of odd. Like, why are we always fighting? I don't want to fight anymore. Oh my god, we're down to 0.2, guys. 0.2! Oh my gosh, we're almost there. Let's grab a little water here. Okay, that's good. Flying over in here. And I think we had one more bug, didn't we? We have one more? There he is, little bee larvae. Now let's go look at that butterfly farm. My gosh, there it is. Yeah! T2s. Okay, so T2s. For that, we got 1. We got 1 T2, 1 zeolite, 1 bioplastic. Well, that's not bad at all. And 1 zeolite. Oh my gosh, that's not bad. What does that produce? 75 insects. Let's go build this puppy. Oh my goodness, let's get it going. Then, do I have to put something in it? I'm guessing I have to put a butterfly in this one. Now, the bees, we don't have to. This one, do we have to? I think so. That looks to be what's going on. Yeah, we need to put one in there. Let's come on down here. Warning, food level low. Go to Hades. Got high quality food. Look at this. And I should just keep grabbing that wonderful amount here. Wow, with all the trees, I can barely see where my thing is. It's not covered up. Look at that. Now, we definitely have a jungle going here, though. That's what I like to see. Let's go around here. I can't even walk through there anymore. It's crazy. It's gotten so thick with vegetation. The trees are actually blocking out the sun. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we're talking about relationships being done with people that don't matter. What do you guys have to add to the subject? Jump in. Don't worry about nothing. We want to hear from you. Right. Let's put those 5 in there. High quality food. Bam shakalaka. That's what I'm talking about. This high quality food goes in here. Oh my gosh, we're almost stockpiled. I might have made too much stuff. In here, I don't think we had anything left. No. Okay, so then we need to do another bee. But I want to do one of those. Actually, I have some larvae. I've got the penga right here. The penga. And then we have another rares right here that we can keep going. Let's run out here. Let's put the penga in there. Come on, penga. Penga. There you go. That should produce. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's crazy. That is so cool. We are finally really growing it. And I think the trees are maximized now. They should be. Where are these at? This is, oh no, they're actually still growing. They're still growing, people. 86%. We still got a little bit more percentage in there. We're down to 0.2%, and this is going to be the day. I think this is going to be the day that we break it. We're almost there now. It's slowly ticking along. Slowly but surely. Okay, let's move on to the next things. We're going to get one more insect thing out there. One more beehive. So super alloy and fertilizer. So there's that one. And a little bit of fur. No, not fert. I already got fert. Not fart, fert. Bioplastic. There we go. Another one of those. And this is really starting to do it. I think we'll have so much food that this is going to be really the end of making those suckers. Unbelievable the amount of honey that we're starting to make now. I mean, that is just so plentiful. And I've noticed that the frames are really starting to drop now. So our world's getting really crazy when you put it all together like that. It really starts to bring it down. So what do you guys think? Do you think most people in the future will continue to get divorces? Or do you think people are going to find more people that are suitable for them? I kind of wondered this lately. I don't know. Alex said, I had a relationship with a divorced woman who had a child, abusive, and a violent ex-husband. All trauma, all the frustration she had. Slowly, I started to be on the receiving end of everything. That sounds absolutely horrible. I am so sorry to hear that. I mean, Alex, for how nice of a person you seem. I mean, I don't know you in real life, and you could be, you know, a diabolical person, but I don't think you deserved any of that. You seem like a very nice individual from every time I've talked to you. I took care of the child, both me and my family. Really? Oh my gosh, well that's absolutely amazing. You seem like a really good person. You really are. That's too bad that people are like that. I don't get that either. I really don't understand the abusiveness. I mean, I can't understand. You make a child, right? You make a child, That's literally part of you. You made that thing. Running around, eating food, making messes, yelling and all that kind of stuff. I don't have children, but I'm imagining what this would be like. I don't have any children yet. Not any children. But I'm just thinking in the future. I make this thing. This thing is part of me. And then I'm abusive to it? Like, I just don't get that. How can you do that? You know? I just like... I went to have a conversation with a girlfriend about this. And I was like, how could somebody hit? You know? How could somebody hit, like, their girlfriend or their boyfriend? Like, I just don't get that. There's no way that I could do something like that. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. Heck, let alone anything else. I just couldn't do it. I just could not. I couldn't fathom what that would be like. You know, you this person you absolutely love and you actually hit that person. I came from like a family where that was not good. And I have strong feelings against it because of that. But I just never understood that, you know. My parents, they fought all the time. All the time. Constantly. I never understood that. Alex says, but in the end, her mother wasn't fond of me because I wasn't rich enough for her daughter. In her words, unlike her ex-husband. You weren't rich enough? I have heard some similar things like that with people. They do. They take financial things like crazy level, even though that they themselves are not financial. I understand that side. And people get really weird about stuff. Especially money. Ugh. I don't know what it is with people and money. But oh my goodness gracious. Even if people have like a plan where they're like getting things together, or there's been like a hard time, especially just recently, like with COVID. I mean, think how hard people have been hit. For people not to understand that, people get back on their feet. Like there's people that have been totally wiped out by like COVID and all the bad stuff that happened. Maybe they ran a business and their business got shut down. People are like, oh, they're poor. What are you talking about? Like that person like was way richer than any of us. They had a great business and that business went under because they were shut down. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't contend with something that they couldn't see. And so there's a lot of stuff going on right now that people should take into effect, that somebody's financial situation now might not have been where they were at. They might have had a huge head start of where they were. And something just happened and it messed it up. All right, let's start getting more fertilizer. Let's grab that. Oh, super alloy. Thank you. But yeah, I just don't, I'm not down with that. Not down with it. I still have some more larvae. My goodness, I got 2 more. We get some more butterflies out there. We can get 3 more. Let's go make those suckers. All right, 3 things of fertilizer T2. Okay, so fertilizer T2. That's a tough one, right? Isn't it? Man, you need so much for that crap. Jesus, bonkerito. Guess I'll keep maximizing my methane. Put this here. And I should build another one of those because I'm sure they're going to start to be a pain in the ruta. So gas extractor, 3 of the super alloys. 3 of the super alloy. And the next one, what was it? The zeolites are 2. And then it's one of those iridiums. Iridium. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, put it back in there. I keep forgetting. I can make stuff now all in one spot. It's beautiful. There we go. Iridium rod mate. I think I got 2 in there. There we go. I don't think we got 3. Did we have 3? I don't think so. No. We didn't have 3. Okay, let's go do this. We're gonna put these ones out there. Right now, all we need is that T2 stuff. So let's get that in there. And I think we have, do we have enough? No. This, I need to grab, Yeah, I'm just gonna keep making these. I'm just gonna keep making the gas canisters. I'll make, I think, more than 2 of them. Because one of them is just 1. So we need actually 6 of the super alloy. 6 of that. 2 more of these for the recipe. Now we can do it. Okay, let's get over here. I'm gonna put this one here. Oh goodness, I didn't double click. Alex says, I'm sorry for my parents since they don't have other oh, sorry. I missed your first part. Let me go back and read this. Sorry, I missed it here. Alex says, when we separated, I felt sorry for the child. It was the only thing I'm still missing, the interaction with the child. And we grew together, and we had a lot of wonderful moments. And I'm sorry for my parents since they don't have other nephews. I really tried the best to be like grandparents to that child. And when we separated, they were very hurt. And so I no longer involve my parents, and I'll never date or be in a relationship with someone who has a child. In the end, the child is the one who ends up suffering the most. That is a really good point. Oh, goodness, that's a good point. But there's so many good women out there that have children, but I understand that. I understand people's view of, like, I don't want to be in a relationship with a child. I get that. I think the person has to be really stable. And I think that there could be, different things. Because sometimes it's not the person's fault. It's not the guy's fault with the child. It's not the woman's fault with the child. It's the other person that they left. And because of that dang person, that son of a gun, they did this to them, and now they're stuck, and they're trying to be as proactive as they can with their child, which is really hard to be a single parent. And they just want to meet somebody. They might have their life together, maybe the person they left it. So I wouldn't write off everybody that has a child. On another note, can I see why people's preference would be somebody without a child? I can definitely see that. And I would be lying if I wouldn't say, between me having the first child with that person and it being another child, which would I rather? And of course I would rather be the first person to have a child with the person that I love. So I get that. I get that understanding. That makes a good point. That makes a good point. We need iridium, and we're off. Iridium. Shish kabang. Hoping for large amounts of iridium. That was not large amounts, but it had iron, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubtage. Holy pockets! Wowza! Look at that, baby. That's a big tree. Oh my god, we can climb up here. Oh, no way! Oh, that is awesome. What the heck is this thing? Oh my god, it's opening up so many new places. Oh, there's new boxes. Oh my god, the goody gum drops. The goody gum drops. Holy moly, where does this go? No flippin' way. Holy macaroni. Oh, this is awesome. This is sweeter than a box of chocolates. Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. Look at that, that's the miners down there. Everything looks tiny all the way up here. Wowza. You can just kind of flow this thing around. That is crazy cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, every single tree that I see now, I'm gonna try that maneuver. That is really difficult. Involving your parents in anything. I mean, I'm not saying I'm an expert on this, but don't. Involving your parents seems to be so much more hassle, and there's a lot of like, you should listen to me, I'm like your parent and stuff like that. And I think that the parents do give great advice when you're doing stuff like that, like especially when you're a child. Your parent, if they have really the best outlook for you, you should listen to them. But when it goes to bettering yourself, let's say it's something like to do with your dream, per se. They might not understand like the vision that you have. And it's very problematic for them because they're going to look at your dream and be like, yeah, but that's risky. And they don't want you to pick something risky. And in that regard, I probably wouldn't always listen to my parents on their things because they just want the best for you. That's the least risk, but you're going to be safe. You're going to be okay. And that's not always the best option for you because you might have something special. And I feel like involving parents also in like those types of situations, it never seems to go well. It just never goes well. It doesn't. Now we're really starting to crank in the methane. Flipping flapper crapper. Let's put the methane there. I'm gonna start using these oxygens. We gotta start using them. I don't know if we're gonna use anything for them. Wow. All right, let's get a picture of our jungle. Gotta get really starting to grow here. It's looking really nice. This is like a full-on downpour. This is awesome. Such awesomeness. Holy cow. There's so many more of these bugs now. I'm seeing 3 of them. Wowza. Let's see how close we are, guys. Oh my gosh, 94. We're almost there, guys. Yay! Okay. Alright, let's do this. T2. I wish that thing would make that. I mean, maybe the autocrafter makes that? Does it make the T2? Yeah, it does. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Make that T2. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Alright, we got 2. Okay, that's okay. So we can do 2 in there. That'll give us more insects. Or do we go with the tree spreader? Tree spreader's a lot more stuff, but still, it's pretty cool. Tree spreader really puts us in the oxygen realm. I think that makes more sense. Let's do the super alloy. Let's do the zeolite, which is no, it's not getting light yet. It's not getting light yet. Tree bark and the bacteria, we should have enough. And we're gonna need a mutagen for the recipe. I don't think we have anything more in here. And I'd like to go with another Tuska. Do we have another Tuska? Tuska! We don't have any more Tuskas. We got a Nulna, though. We got a Nulna. And the Nulna is... Where are you? There it is. Yeah, we got the stuff right there. Perfect. Okay, so we've got some T2s. Technically we could do 2 of these. We could. Let's do 2 of them. Of course, we need 3 if we want to do that. We should do another mutagen then. We're gonna do 2 trees. Add enough for another mutagen. There we go. That's really bringing it home. There we go. Give me mutagen and give me death. And then bacteria will keep it going. So there's 2 of those. And then we'll get another recipe going here. I think the same exact thing. We're just gonna have to do the Nulna. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Alright, we got those going. And I think we can do another Well, we need another T2, I think. Can we do another T2? What would be short right now? I don't know what we would be short. It doesn't tell me. Squash, algae, or methane. So let's go to algae. No way. It's out of algae. 3 cases we went through. Holy buckets of hot sauce. That is crazy sauce. Okay, let's move on over here. Let's grab a little bit of this. I mean, the teleporting is going to really come into once we get this next thing kind of done. We're going to have to put in some teleportation and then jump back and forth. But I think really we need more iridium because we're going to need a T2 for each one and then siphon through whatever we don't need. Just keep it running, I think, is the best option, personally. We're almost there, though. We really are almost there. But the bugs are insane right now. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They are insane. Let's put the algae in there. Run that puppy dry. Run the puppy dry. So what else is on you guys' mind? Like, you know? I mean, right now I lost a good friend. Not like he's okay, but he got down on his life, and then we stopped hearing from him completely. And it was really, really hard because he's a person that, like, we hang out with all the time. I don't know. He lives literally right next to me. If he's watching this, we're mad at you because you don't tell us how you're doing and completely annex the world. So if you're watching, you know who you are. But, yeah, I felt like I kind of lost a friend. I used to hang out with this person all the time. And then out of the blue, never hear from him. It's like, what the hell? It's a crazy thing in life. But the good thing is that you got to keep searching for good friends. And you'll find them. You really will. They might be online. Might be somebody who just is happy to see your face. Like, I'm happy to see Alex every day. Happy to see Jack. Happy to see Ali. All the different people that come in here and check out, say hi. It's amazing. It's amazing to see them because they make my day possible. And sometimes you don't even notice it, but you yourself, just the presence of you, you're making somebody's day absolutely amazing. Just keep that in mind. You don't think it, but you really are. Okay, so we got the seeds now. This stuff, Jesus Christ, man, it takes forever. Okay, let's take the larvae of these 3 ones, and I think it's what, 3 bioplastics, and then what is it else? 3 zeolites. Okay, so I'm gonna put these a little bit around. Where should I put them? I don't know, I feel like I have too much in this area. It's getting kind of crazy. See, yeah, I got butterfly field there. This is kind of nice though, each time I come in. Of course, once you put the teleporter in, I won't be able to see this, but I still think it's really nice right now. But building everything in one spot might not be the best idea, especially with frames, because I've noticed just running through here, it's just dropping the frames now. It really is. It's crazy. Okay, here we are. Put one more there. I got a nice little place right here. Wow. That thing has really gotten massive. It's holding together, but it should be kind of turning now. Just falls off and breaks. wonder if I could build this on the ground. Is the game smart enough? No way. Oh, come on. It does it underwater. Okay, I guess it is early release. But that's kind of funny. All right, let's put one more spot. Let's put it in this area over here. Guys, we're breathing. We're breathing. We're breathing. We made it. There's no more. That's it. We're maxed air forever. We don't have to worry anymore. We made it. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. We have done it. There's the tree. There it is. We did it. Oh my gosh. Infinite. Woo. Oh, that is so amazing. That is absolutely fun. All right, guys. Today, I am going to be getting off right now. As you know, always live at 5, always till 7 o'clock. And I tell you, you guys are absolutely fantastic. I feel like each day we have deeper and deeper conversations. And the next thing up is fish. Fish. I don't know how close we are of getting to the end here. And I'm sure that on our next walkthrough, we'll know much more of what to do and how to do it. But holy moly, I mean, just the absolute fun of this whole entire thing, the process and the genuine just craziness of it. It's just been so much fun. And I think you guys are just great. The conversations with you, infinite. We never have to worry about air now, so we can really start to investigate everything around. And I think more and more will probably do that now with Rex out there, and see if we can bring back just high quality items and then get the teleporters going at the mines. So I think that's going to be kind of like the outcome of what we're going to go with. So I just really appreciate you guys. We're going to be going back to Forever Skies probably this weekend. I would think that I don't know how much we have here. I mean, looking at it, let me just kind of like look here for a second. So we still have a little ways to go. 22 KTs, it looks like. That one's 80 KT. 12 KT, so 600 KT. So 600 KT. And we're at 3.65 KT. So I think we've got a lot. Like Jack says, like 500 GTI is the endish for the last stage. Oh, okay. So I could definitely see us increasing now that it's starting to go faster with the GTI. And then I'm guessing that, I mean, to me it has. So like the first, man, we took us 4 hours just to move 10, and then we moved like another 12 GTI here in 2 hours. So it seems like it radically speeds up through the GTI as you first start. He says, but that doesn't include all of the unlocks. Okay, that is awesome. I think though that once we get the teleporter and the mines going, back and forth, once we get our iridium production up and we are able to do T2 mines and T3 mines each spot, then going back and forth, we'll be able to probably go quite a bit quicker. Also, any goodies out there, we're able to grab now, don't have to worry. And we have a full entire fridge in here. Let me just double check where we're at with this. Yeah, we're really full here. Almost a full thing, and I'll just take a line of these out. Find all of the crucial elements that we need, and we can really investigate now. So you guys have been great. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And make sure that you're keeping me posted on what we're kind of going to be doing next, because I've got to know what games to pick. I need a little consensus. People have given me a few different ideas, and maybe I'll do like a poll. You know, I could do that this weekend, maybe get like a little bit of a poll going on Twitch, get maybe another poll. Alexa, stop. She always reminds me. She's great. I'll get a little bit of a thing going on there. So you guys are absolutely wonderful. Jack says, There are 21 golden statues to collect. Okay, I think you wrote that a little while ago, so I missed it there while I was going on my spiel. But yeah, it's been great seeing everybody in here. And I'll see you guys soon. Dr. Monkey, thank you so much for being in here. You've probably gone at this point, but I just want to say thank you. It's nice to see new people in here every single day as we continue to increase our followers. It's just awesome. So thank you so much for the follow. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye-bye.